Yes, guys, it is so much better for you to wait until you are married to have sex. The gift that you are going to receive, you and your husband or you and your wife, two becoming one, is going to be a very beautiful thing. And I think one of the big issues with parents when they talk to their children about sex is that they always say to their young girls, don't bring no babies home. They're young men. Don't get any girl pregnant. But you're not telling them spiritually what they are getting into when two people lay down together. It is a spiritual contract. I was never taught this when I was young. I was never taught the importance of waiting. I never even heard anything about sex until sixth grade and sex ed when they started pulling out the charts. This is around the time, when girls got their period, and I actually got mine later because I was like a late bloomer. But I was never taught about anything in the home. So I had to rely on my teachers in sixth grade to tell me what I didn't know. So it was new information for me. Of course, I knew what it was and that it existed, but I didn't really know everything I should know at that age. And also, some girls by that age were already pregnant. So, sixth grade, unfortunately, in 2026, that's just too late for your kids to get to school and be taught by a teacher in a teacher's way, the school curriculum's way. They're teaching all kind of other nonsense now. They're not just teaching what God says and what the Bible says. They're teaching what they want to teach, and they're adding things to it. So talk to your kids and let them know physically what can happen and spiritually what's happening when they're laying down with someone. If so many people have been told that it is a spiritual contract, that you are actually married because two are becoming one, two people's flesh are becoming one. Everything that's in me is going to now be attached to you. Everything that's in you is now going to be attached to me. I know that this guy is sleeping around with all these girls in school, but he's attractive. He's a football player. I want to sleep with him. You're young. That's how you think. If I sleep with him, I'll be popular. If I sleep with him, he knows what he's doing. He has experience. I like him. And you do it. But he's been sleeping with all the girls in the class. And there's some girls who are also sleeping with girls, some guys who are sleeping with guys. So those spirits are in you, and now you're wondering why you at 15, 16, 17, 18, 22, whatever the age may be, why you are depressed, why you are now having feelings of LGBT when you never felt this way before, why you are now feeling suicidal. Because, like the video said, everything that's in them is transferring over to you, and the people they're sleeping with, that's also transferring over. It's a spiritual thing. We don't think about the fact that life is spiritual. We are spiritual beings. We have a spirit in us. But the thing is, the world, the devil, evil people, they keep this away from you. They know all the spiritual stuff. They know that aliens are actually demons. They know that there's possibly, aliens and things of that nature on other planets. But they're not going to tell you, because if you knew the full scope of even 20% of what they knew, you start moving differently. You start acting differently. You will understand, okay, God does exist. There's no way that God doesn't exist. Like, everything that you're seeing, it makes sense that there is a creator, God in heaven.